Yeah. All right, perfect. Still recording on my phone because you'll get that recording a lot faster than the Zoom recording. All right. So with that being said, I wanted to bring up Miss Ayla Lynette Miracle Smallwood. All right, so I got to. So Ayla, the reason why I'm having Ayla kind of teach you guys on this is because Ayla's been one of my assistant managers for almost a full year. Ayla, can you believe? For man, time flies. But the thing I've learned about Ayla is she's very passionate on her goals, and when she sets a goal, she goes out and she accomplishes it. Like I love it. Like when she's, like just recently, like one of her goals is to always be on stage for our push periods at every major event. Even though she likes to do it the last second, she always hits her goal to get up on the stage. But also to, like in school and track and, like many goals, Ayla. Like I keep track of all those things that you've been accomplishing. So I'm really proud of you. She's been more consistent than ever right now. She's been like on the board every single week. And this is while juggling school, while juggling life challenges, while being an assistant manager, learning how to run a branch office. So she's really been crushing it. But the other thing she's going to talk about is getting really good with rapport. And I know as a new representative, this can be an awkward part of the demo where you're like, how do I keep talking to this person? Especially like, if they're not giving you much or, like not some appointments flow super easy, but then some, could be challenging. And Ayla's really good at building rapport. If you guys know Ayla, she can talk, right? Yeah. And I think what's your longest demo? I think she says she's done a demo for 10 hours. 10 hours. 10 hours? How? We're gonna learn. Right. But I don't recommend that. But if you're having fun, you're having fun. All right. So with that being said, give Ayla a round of applause.
Your 10 hours?
Yeah. 10 hours. I guess I'll talk a little bit more about it. So today I'm going to be talking about setting up fire, and we'll get more into the glitz and glamour of it towards the middle of it because there's a lot. So first we're going to build some background, get to know me a little bit more, especially for you, Brad. This is your first time really hearing who I am, honestly. Then I'm going to get next to rapport building. And then after that, we're going to talk about some goals and getting to know yourself and what to look forward to, especially with 2024 coming up soon. So if you guys do not know who Bill Nye is, you guys did not have a good childhood. I'm telling you that right now. So something Bill Nye said was, everyone you'll ever meet knows something that you don't know. And I found that really, really crazy because there's a lot going on right now as we speak that we don't even know about. That's scary at the same time. Don't think about it too hard. But there's so much going on. And then at the same time, it's amazing to even think about because there's so much opportunity out there for you to even do. That's awesome to think. Go look at the positive, not negative. Go ahead. So some background. I started back in 2021. My fast start was about at 3K. This is right after I graduated high school. So how I found the job was through a letter sent into the mail. And this is around the time during the summer where I was in Washington. So I really needed a job because I wasn't home and I was there for a good month and we need something, And so during 2021, before this, I don't really know if I'm not the same. There's a lot of growth that's happened. And when I first started this job, I'm pretty sure I didn't really know much of who I was, honestly. And there was a lot of figuring out that I had to do and some nice conversations that I had. And there, of course, challenges. In 2022, we had some more challenges. We had a lot of school coming in, my first year of college and everything in that nature. And I was still in the Reach A Canyon office. I'm pretty sure you probably don't know what that is, and we don't need to get into that. But Austin Robinson's office was Rich A Canyon. We had a lot of fun times as well. That was my first time going to COC and getting to see the Western region in the flesh, which was pretty amazing. In 2023, we had even bigger challenges. Life just like, we're just like, let's go through some breakups, let's go through more school, let's change our major a lot. So if anything that you can get out of this is that there's always going to be challenges no matter what. There's always something that's going to pop up. And it's either you stay in the same area that you are or get a bigger bat and hustle through it. You have an awesome support system to get to it as well. And now coming up for 2024, I'm excited to run my own branch. I'm gonna be a Grace Holly, probably even better. I'm telling you right now, I'm really competitive. I'm coming after you, Grace. We're gonna go, all right? And I'm really excited for it, especially building that opportunity for myself as well. And because I'm really interested in running my own sort of office in my field, so this would be a nice opportunity to get as well. So here's me in 2021. I just graduated high school. I took my graduation photos. That was pretty awesome. Before I shaved it off. And then there's the first SC1 I've ever attended virtually through Zoom because of COVID. Pretty awesome. My first push, I had 1308 and not 1308, 1314. And I was really accomplished of that because that was the first time I ever did something and my name was on something and I felt really accomplished. Then coming up in 2022, my first COC, meeting people in the flesh. I've gained so many friendships just going to COC and I still contact them today. And now every COC, I know who I'm going to, who to interact with, who to talk about my goals to, and that nature. And here's 2023. I had the opportunity to go to Olean, New York with Grace, Angel, and Ian. There was more pictures, but we're not going to show those pictures because all of us were facing in the sun and it did not look too hot. Do not do it. I do not recommend. But it was awesome lighting, I'm gonna tell you that. And here I am now. We're about to get into 2024. So hopefully there's more pictures next time. So here is where the fire comes into play. Building rapport. You know, John even mentioned it in the beginning. When you go into a demonstration, you don't really know this person. It was a fresh record that you just got. The person was in a rush, or they didn't tell you a lot about it. And you walk into that demonstration and you're just like, hi, how are you? You know? And then you don't really have any support, any foundation yet. So the biggest analogy that I was able to find was going to a campsite without wood. That's horrible because how are you supposed to build a fire? So this hopefully would get you to understand how to get the wood and go into the campsite prepared, because if you're not prepared, don't get that fire at the end. So something that's really, really important is to get to know them first. Do not talk about yourself until you know a lot about them. And you're probably asking me, how in the world do you do that? Frog. Just remember the frog, the nice, bright, orange frog, okay? FROG actually stands for Family, Recreation, Organization, and Goals.
Oh,
if
like
you do not know FROG by the time you even start talking about yourself, you don't have any wood to make that fire at the end. I'm telling you that right now. So for example, one of my customers that I first had when I first started selling, her name was Brittany. She lives in Arkansas and she has 5 kids. And she was pregnant, bottle feeding her child right when I last saw her. And the first thing I asked was family, of course. She has 5 kids, she's married, they live in a nice house. Cool. What do their kids do? One of them's in soccer, another one's in football, and another one does ballet. Amazing. That means those kids that they're around, they have moms, they have dads to do more demos with in the future. Got that note in my head. Organizations, what does she do? She is a stay-at-home mom, and so something that she's proud to be part of is this mom group that they have. I believe she meets up at like a Starbucks, and then they have family time throughout the entire day. They're awesome. They're awesome. And then her goals were to basically set up for her kids. And so that got me thinking about in the future, possibly calling her for getting some gifts and everything when they're older for some Cutco gifts. That would be amazing. Or getting some gifts for the close family group moms and everything in that nature. And even outside of people that I know, because outside of people that I know, sometimes I don't even know my own family sometimes, because they're huge. We have a lot of family. They're in Paris, they're in South America, they're here, they're Northern America, they're everywhere, And I found out that my aunt, she does Mary Kay. And I didn't really know that. I've probably been around it this entire time, but I didn't know that. For her family, she has 3 kids and they're all surrounded in other states. And for recreation, she does Mary Kay. That's basically recreation or an organization. Those are 2 things. That's something that she's really, really passionate about. Even her goal ties with Mary Kay. And guess what? Her goal is to beat her younger sister, because her sister is the region manager of the Hawaii area. And she was like, I'm gonna take her spot. And I'm like, go off, you got this, and everything like that. And this helps you not make that demonstration awkward or service call awkward and anything like that. You have things to talk about. You have things to either, I guess, persuade them more into it. For example, I have a vegan customer. I'm not going to mention meat or anything in that nature. Sure, there's a cheese knife, but the cheese knife is also used for anything sticky or starchy. So potatoes, she loves potatoes. She loves potatoes so much. And apples and things of that nature. You got to understand what they're going to use these knives for. So I would also recommend to memorize the knife usage as well. And if you need help with that, I'm always free to give a phone call or anything to that nature. Also, other than that, oh no. I know. Go back. Go back.
Use the mouse to click on the picture on the left.
Oh, this is the older one. Goals. That ties me into goals. So of course we're gonna know why the people that were doing demonstrations do the things that they do and why they have a passion for it. But how are we supposed to persuade them into why this job matters into us if we don't have goals ourselves? So before we even start talking more about it, I want to take about 5 minutes to think about your own goals. What do you want to do with this job? Are you looking into going into management? Are you looking into paying for college? Are you looking to just buying a car? Are you looking into buying your own apartment, buying a house in the future? What are your goals? So I'll start music for about 5 minutes just so you can think about your own goals.
Perfect. Can we share them with each other?
Yeah.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Triangle. All right, well, jot down a couple goals. Sure.
Just to get your mind thinking, how about future expenses? If the world was falling, we still have an economy. Do you have a savings account yet? You can make a saving goals for that. If you have kiddos, you can make little adventures. What are some dreams that you have? Do you plan on traveling? I like traveling. So what destinations? There's Disneyland trips with the family. There's different countries. There's a lot of countries actually. You could try and make a goal to travel to each and every one of them. Awesome.
All right, you guys ready? Mark, it's off.
I want to
Med school. Are you gonna do med school in the States or are you gonna go out of
Hey, Brads, you can put your dreams, your goals into the chat as well.
Coomer.
Oh, Brad and Brads, or Brads, or
Disneyland. Disneyland is not bad actually.
It really is.
Well, once you get past the tickets. I mean, that's only.
I have.
Alright.
Yeah,
I get it. My goals. Blue belly. Be able to run 3 to 5 miles without stopping, Ayla. Do 10 plus pull-ups. That's on the health side. Work side. Manager promotion. Office does 2 million. And our district team, you guys that run offices are all included in that. So my office does 2 million. Our district team at least 3 million. And then buy a property and go back. All right. Right. You have any goals you want to share?
I mean, I got a entire list. But,
we have 1 more minute.
here are some of the highlights. One goal I want to have is a ski trip in Whistler, where they held the Winter Olympics.
You know, ski?
Yeah, I know ski. That's what I ski. I can't snowboard, but I know how to ski. I'm skiing like. So I'll do that. But yeah, I'll definitely ski in Whistler. Another goal I have is to go to the Formula One race in Boston and to build my project and to get the company user. Those are some highlights that I would like.
All right, look.
Oh yeah, that's perfect timing. Actually, that was right on the dot.
I've been doing this.
Oh, he's good. He's good. Hey, Brads, what are some goals that you were able to achieve? I feel like I should say Brad in like a plural sentence, you know? Brad Williams, Brad Edwards, who wants to start? Oh, I see them. So Brad Williams' goals is to finish college debt-free, visit family out in the Midwest, experience a food experience from every state. That's good.
Whoa, that's a cool one.
That's good.
I'm stealing that.
That's good. And then there's Brad Edwards.
Doesn't have my belly.
Buy a house, travel and go on river cruises or take cooking classes because I'm not the greatest cook. And I already have this in my head, now better cooking skills. Awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. People in the office, would you like to share your goals? I heard most of them, but just to say it out there with the chest. What are your goals? Amar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Angel. What's
epic super mom and an awesome GM?
Oh yeah. I love to see it. And then I heard Brent's F1 race.
We're up
we're
a race,
going-
ski in Whistler, and get this company Beamer.
Awesome. And John, what was your goals?
My goals are all of them.
All of them.
No, I think the big one is earning my Evan promotion,
Oh yeah.
taking Evan's job.
He's gonna divide and conquer, y'all. Divide and conquer. Awesome. I love to hear it. You want to know what my goals are? Is it okay if I share my goal?
No.
Ah!
Yeah,
So my goal is to also graduate debt-free, and earn my bachelor's, my master's, and become Dr. Smallwood. I'm excited. I'm really excited to read people's minds, basically. Looking forward to it and have my own practice eventually. What were you gonna say, John?
Keep going.
But I asked this question because I'm pretty sure you're working to accomplish something, whether it is to just survive, whether it be paying for school to go in debt free, to travel, spending more time with family that's out the state. We all have some goals. And I feel like this is really, really important, especially when you're in those stuck zones, when you're not feeling really good or anything like that. You need to give me, John, Angel, Brent a call or anything like that. Like, hey, I'm not doing too high. And guess what? We're gonna throw those goals right at you. It's just like, you got this, man. No, I'm kidding. But you got this because we're all here to support you, Just do it, pretty much. But and I say this because all the goals, they require some amount of money to do so, right? So I had this last slide of some tips or a nice line to go. So I'm gonna put it in my situation. So my goal is to sell 10K by the end of the year. And so far I'm at 2K. So if you can take care of that for me today, I would really appreciate it. It will give me a lot of time to finish up homework for the rest of my semester, catch up on American Horror Story and everything, just living the life. Miss Jones, I'm just kidding. I'm not sharing my goals with you today to pressure you to buy anything at all. In fact, I wouldn't even let you get anything unless you love it, you would enjoy it, and you can afford it. Is that fair? Awesome. My goal today is that you are comfortable with me and confident with Cutco enough that you're comfortable introducing me to other people like you so I can keep working as hard as I can. That line itself, it ties your goals. You made Mrs. Jones very comfortable about getting to know her. And you gave Mrs. Jones basically a mission on what she has to do or what she can do in order to help you towards that goal, whether it be giving you more recommendations or buying Cutco, And so I feel like, I feel like it's been really, really helpful. And since right now, for me personally, since I've been interested in getting to know a lot of people, and a one-liner that Deanna Scortino's given me is, hey, so far this year, my goal is to meet 100 people. And I have this goal because I'm interested in learning about different perspective on the world, because we're all different somehow, some shape, some way, whether it be with food, the way we communicate with people, the things that we do. And so far, I've met 75 people, and I'm so close to hitting that goal. And I continue to do that. So yeah, I feel like this is how you build your fire. This is how you're able to get that recommendation at the end of your presentation. This is how you explode at the end, pretty much. That fire should be huge, humongous. I should be burning. I mean, I'm already burning because the office is pretty hot, but that fire should be huge. And I can't wait to have that fire 2024, especially the rest of this month. Kick it, well, bring a lot of energy to the rest of the month. You still have what, 4 weeks, 3 weeks? You have 3 weeks to hit some goals. What goals, how many goals can you hit by the end of the month? That's my huge question. And with that, thank you for seeing or listening to my talk. And I hope it brought a lot of clarity, especially with things that you need to work on. And if you ever need me, you can contact me at that phone number. And also, I'm going to put a Calendly link for next Friday. So if you need any other one-on-one time, I'm able to help you with it. But thank you.
Look at the camera.
Ever.
I definitely ruined that whole. Did not go as planned in my mind. Hey, that was really good.
Awesome. You are a better public speaker than me.
All right, so we'll end it on that high of a note. Actually, real quick, I want everyone to share one takeaway that you guys learned from Ayla. So Amar, you can go first, then Angel, Then we'll go the Brad's here, or you guys just post yours in the, or you guys can say it out loud in a second. But go ahead, Amar.
I learned about the frog, so the family recreation organization and the goals. I think that's definitely key thing to remember in building rapport, like getting them talking about themselves.
Yeah, that was really good. I really like that, Ayla, and I've never heard that until you. So you're the originator, for me at least. Yeah, you were. I'll never forget that frog. All right. Good. What did you learn from Ayla? What stood out to you, Angel?
Needing to build, having wood for the fire. So I can't make the fire without the wood. And in order to do so, I need to think of a giant orange frog.
I wrote that down. How do you build how do you build a fire without wood? All right.
The frog of knowledge, man.
Brad, what'd you learn from Ayla?
Which one you going with?
Yeah,
Me?
you're unmuted. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I learned building relationships and how to stay in contact and all that sort of good stuff.
Awesome.
Kind of relate,
Yeah. Williams.
All right. Something I thought was pretty good in the talk is relating like your goals. So like when you talk about your goals, it's relating them into like Cutco itself as well. Showing like why they like bringing it into like why they should probably buy some stuff like to help you out with the goals, but not only to like buy stuff like but also recommend you to like recommend you people as well so you can continue your journey with Cutco and like keep on presenting to new people.
Perfect. And then yeah, what I learned, Ayla, was the frog. I thought that was really cool. That script that you learned from, Deanna, and the other script is money. That's really good. But I think also too, I know we always think of like a sales goal, but it should be really a people goal, right? As I'm learning how to like build other businesses, the goal isn't revenue. It's foot traction. Like if you have a physical store, you want a certain amount of people to walk through your stores, right? Because then you'll know the averages of what people will buy, right? So like same thing with Cutco. We are the store, so we create that action and that activity. So it's like, how many people do you want to meet, right? So I really like that. So, and think about that. If you met 100 people, that's positive, right? Even if it's 100 people for the year, it's positive. If you want a bigger goal, can you meet 100 people in a month? Can you meet 100 people in a week? How sick would that be? All right. So that was really good, Ayla. Lots of great stuff. Look, I got a whole page of notes.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then some feedback for you. All right. So other than that, you guys, that's it for tonight's meeting. Ayla crushed it. You guys are awesome. You guys crushed it. Remember, holiday party next week. All right. So be in person. You got to be in person. There's no Zoom version of a holiday party. All right. I'm sorry. You have to be here. There will not be a Zoom next week. So it's just only holiday party in the office. Cool. Bring your favorite dishes. Carol will post a list. She's sick right now. She'll post a list in the WhatsApp on who's bringing what, and you can sign up for certain things that you want to bring. But other than that, adios. Have a great night. Drive safely. Brad, drive safely to your kitchen or wherever you're going next. I don't know. All right. Bye.